Hey you guys, how's it going? This is Rudy from World 1 Games. I'm about to do a review on ReCore. I hope you like it. I first saw ReCore a couple years ago at a Microsoft E3 conference. I was instantly intrigued. Joel, who is the main protagonist, is a young survivor of something bad that happened at Earth. And anyways, she traveled to the desert world of Far Eden to build a new mankind for the human race. The gameplay is where ReCore really shines. It's an action-adventure platforming game that controls very well. And for platforming, your controls better be spot on. Also, we have a lot of combat, and the combat is very unique. Basically, you could shoot at enemies and they all have different colors. You have to match the color of your weapon to that of the enemy to do maximum damage. While in combat, you have somewhat of a finishing move that you could do to enemies. Basically, once their health dwindles down quite a bit, you could extract their core, which basically kills them instantly. And when you get those cores, you take them back to your crawler, which is kind of like your home base. You could use those to level up your characters and, get more power-ups. Despite not being heavy on the graphics side, ReCore does suffer quite a bit from slowdown and frame rate issues, which is kind of a drag because otherwise the gameplay would be really smooth. It seems like the game was a little bit, unfinished, and he could have probably used another 3 to 4 months of polish before it was released. As far as environments go, there isn't many. Basically, you have the desert wasteland, as you're going to see on the screen, and also some dungeons. And that's basically all the environments are. As I said before, the graphics aren't nothing to, scream about. They probably could have been done on a last generation console. It doesn't seem like it uses the Xbox One's color palette that well. There's not that very many colors on screen, but how can you have many colors if you're just using a desert as your main environment? But that doesn't mean that the game looks bad, because it doesn't. It probably could have been a little bit better since it was on a next generation console. As you progress through the game, you will reach something that's called the Eden Tower, and that's where the main boss, Victor, lies. When you're at the bottom floor, you will face him, defeat him, and then he goes to the top floor of the Eden Tower. Eventually, you're going to need to get enough prismatic cores to reach the top of the tower. And once you get there, you're in for a pretty epic final battle. But you're not traveling Far Eden alone. You'll have 3 companions that all have different abilities to be able to help you out. And you're going to need these companions because they all do different things. Like one companion who is kind of like a dog. Anyway, he's able to attack, and he's also able to dig up items in the desert land that could help you out in your adventure. You'll also have a spider-like companion who's able to grapple on and basically launch you into different sections of the game. And also another companion that you're going to have is a big brute who's able to break through walls and rocks and everything like that. And he's able to get you into further parts of the game, and also is able to find items that are hidden in rocks and walls. I've spent over 15 hours on ReCore and collected about 80% of the achievements. Now, I know this game has quite a bit of flaws, but it has a lot of good things going for it as well. Some of the great things: great action, great platforming, and I also think it has a pretty good story. Some of the faults are the frame rate issues, the graphics aren't that great, and also the game has a little bit of bugs here and there. Overall, I think it's a solid game, and out of a scale between 1 and 10, I would give ReCore a 7. Thanks for listening in and watching the ReCore review. We're going to be doing a lot more content and a lot more reviews coming up, so please stay tuned. Thanks for watching.